Hey everybody, so thank you for being so patient with HCS. I know it's been hectic. It's going to continue to be so until we work out all the kinks, but thank you so much. So what I am going to do is what I said. So I started a Ridgeview Nursing Department YouTube. I sent the link out for that Sunday. I'm going to start adding different guides. So there's a lot of stuff in HCS that we can do. It's a really great system. Once we kind of learn how to work it, it answers all of our questions. I'm really excited about that. So I want you guys to have all the information that you guys need to be successful. And the whole point of getting this was to make our jobs easier as nurses on the floor. So I'm going to make these guides. I'm trying to try to keep them really short and brief and kind of to the point. We also have paper versions of guides that I can put out on the units again if we need them, give them to supervisors. I'm always available for questions, comments. You can always text me and I will try to walk you through this as best as I can. Obviously, it's better if I'm at work because I can do it with you or go down to the units and help you. But I'm going to make these. I'm going to try to make them as short as possible. You can watch them and replay them on the unit. And just until you feel comfortable, you know, and can start really navigating the system the way it's supposed to be made. So for today, the one that I'm going to make is specifically to medications since we just went live on medications. You guys have been doing really good with the ancillary orders, not so good with treatment plans, but we're going to get there. And our nursing assessment and stuff like that are all really good. So not really a big concern there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share my screen. I have it open currently to a bunch of test trained patients that I had them create in order for me to be able to do this for you guys. So the very first one I'm just going to pick a train that I haven't done anything with. And actually, let me pick one that is completely blank. Perfect. So this is my training patient. New admission just got to the floor, something happened, they coded it intake, so we got no information on them. Okay, so this happens, right? We're all very familiar. You're going to see all of your stuff at the top where your patient is. You can see that nothing has been done yet because it's a brand new patient. So we're going to be walking through this together. My patient comes. I ask my patient, what are you here for? What meds do you take? What's happening? Okay. So then I go to my home med list. This is where I want to start my job at. So you go to your home med list and you're going to pick this on-demand query right here, okay? When I pick that, it's going to cycle through the local pharmacies, any prescription that was filled within 180 days around the surrounding Atlanta, Smyrna area. It's going to pick meds for me. It can't find any medications, not a real patient, but you're going to have stuff come up. And the stuff that you're going to come up, you're going to either have to activate it, deactivate it, or clarify it, okay? Our patients, some of them come in with a lot of meds. We've already started to see that. So you click home med list, nothing comes up, great. I am going to add some medication. So let's say my patient says he takes Vistaril. So I'll add that. Vistaril takes 50 milligrams by mouth. I'll say 3 times a day, BID, for anxiety. Okay. Last known dose, not sure. I think I maybe might have taken it a week ago. Fine. I'll pick a date, put it on there. I'm going to hit okay. Must have allergies before entering. Whoop. So that's how that works. So allergies, come here, go to add. I'm going to say they're allergic to penicillin. It's a drug allergy reaction. If I know, I'm going to say he has difficulty breathing. I'm also going to say that they're allergic to eggs. You know, I don't know which type of egg, the whole egg. So this is not a drug allergy. It's a food allergy reaction, you know, starts itching. So I'm going to save those. So 2 allergies are good enough. Now I'm going to go back to that med list and my Vistaril is there. It let me add it finally. Patient also says that they're taking Risperdal. Maybe let's go with 2 milligrams orally, and let's say just once a day. Indication, we're going to say for mood, psychosis, you know, whatever the case may be. Last known dose, my patient took it Saturday. I've been off my meds for 2 or 3 days. Okay, great. Patient also reported that at some point they were on a antibiotic because they had some sort of infection. So I'm gonna pick Keflex 500 by mouth every time. I'm gonna just say it was for a UTI. Last dose, they think they finished it sometime last week. So again, I'm gonna add that in there. I've got my meds for my patient. Now, more than likely, when you do the on-demand query, it's going to pick up the meds that were filled in the area over the last 180 days. So you'll have stuff, you'll have to address them. So I have my meds on there. Then my patient comes back and says, I finished that antibiotic. I don't really want to take it. Fine. Come here and we're going to hit inactivate. Okay. Once it's inactivated, you don't have to worry about it any longer. And then we just have these two that the patient says they're taking. That's it for the home med list. After that, we transition to the admission med rec right below it. You see it carried over my medications that were on the previous page, right? So risperidone, I called the doctor. The doctor says, yeah, we want to go ahead and continue that, but change it to nightly. Okay. So I'm going to come back to my med list. I'm going to click on this CV and I'm going to update it because now the doctor's saying we want to go ahead and take it once a day, but we want to take it at night. So I'm going to change the daily at 2100. Okay. Adjusting the time. Are we sure? Next admit will be, it's 6 o'clock currently. My next admit's at 9 p.m. Are you sure? Because it's new. Yes, I'm sure. I want to change my time. Now, this one didn't transfer over because it doesn't know what sort of medication it is. So I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to see if I can just find why it's not loading. I have Vistaril on there. Everything should be good. Let's update our order. Oh, well, it's not. Well, now it's freezing. Well, that's not embarrassing. Okay, so let's pick it back up. Patient med list, all my meds are there now, okay? So I call the doctor gives me admission orders, wants to continue them, not continue. I'm gonna go ahead and press continue. My doctor who gave me the order, continue my Vistaril, discontinue this last one because we don't know what that is, and we're gonna continue those meds. Once you have chosen your medication to continue, you have to select send to pharmacy. This emails it to, or scans it, whatever, to the pharmacy, and they know that they need to fill this medication, okay? So send to pharmacy. It will ask you what error is occurring. I don't have height and weights for my patients in here. So, you would want to put those in beforehand. I'm going to put it's clinically not relevant right now and press continue. It's asking me, please confirm that you have read back and verified the risperidone 2 milligram tablet. Yes, I did. I'm going to continue. It's going to give you this alert that says, because you're scheduling an antipsychotic, you should probably order labs, which we're going to order on our patient when we do their admission. Talks about, making sure it's satisfied Joint Commission standards. Understood. Again, don't forget, you need to get consent for these medications. So my patient already told me they're taking it. Yes, they're going to take it while they're here. I'm going to go ahead and document consent. The patient has given me consent. You can change this to, father, guardian, mother, patient, spouse. You would put guardian, case manager, DFACS, whoever's given us the consent. You could document this here upon admission. Okay. So the patient himself is giving me consent. Consent expires, you can change that. We'll say, 30 if the patient is here. Any dose is already checked. Okay. So signed. Again, it's asking me for height and weight, which I should have entered. It's all right. It wants me to discontinue medications because Vistaril and risperidone counteract each other. We know we give these all the time. The doctor has okayed it, so I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. We want these meds ordered. It will not do this every time you order medications. Remember, this is a test patient who doesn't have anything in there, so it's a little bit more tedious. For you guys, continue your meds, clinically emergent, or it's not relevant, whatever the concern is that the system is giving us. Hydroxyzine, hit continue. Yes, I want to document consent. Patient gave it to me. Boom, we're done. My button has changed to green now. I'm going to select, check it again because now it's green, and green means it already went. Okay. Admission orders have already been sent. Any new orders need to be entered under medications. Wonderful. So we're done. That's it. It seems like a lot, and it is very tedious, especially if you've got your patients with tons of medications. Please don't hesitate to call me. Don't hesitate to refer to this video. If I went too fast, let me know. We can slow it down. There are guides for this already out on the units. If that's easier for you to learn that way, fine. New admission, you come to your home med list, on-demand query, change them however they apply to your patient, either inactivate them or update them. Then you go to admission med rec and it will automatically transfer them over for you. Okay, now this is new admissions. Then you go through, once you get your doctor's orders, you talk to the physician. I'm going to continue, I'm not going to continue. You select that. If it's 2 antipsychotics, it is always going to ask you, that give you that prompt that says, whoa, 2 antipsychotics, what's happening? And you would just select what an option from the drop down menu. It's clinically emergent, it's not relevant. You know, patient is accustomed to this, I think is an option on there, and you would select that, hit save, it goes to the pharmacy and it is done. So remember, when this is red, it means it has not been sent to pharmacy. Green means it is good to go. So we have sent it to pharmacy. That's it. All right, guys. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen for right now. Again, this is just medication, home med list, and admission med rec. Okay, I'm going to do some more of these with everything else, but this should get you guys started. Thank you.